I had a little bit of time this morning, so I wanted to create a video to get us all ready for the upcoming SCT. So this is the first video. It's a video showing how to create a VARA Digipeater. So the video has two parts. The first part is at home, showing you in my home station how to set up VARA FM to work as a Digipeater, and then the video transitions into my truck at a Kroger parking lot in North Lake, close to the house, about a mile and a half. And then I show you how to set up the WinLink station at the mobile station to access the Digipeater, and then the Digipeater connecting to the Stone Mountain VARA station. It's not a professional video, but I thought it was necessary, so hope you enjoy it. Just wanted to show you how to do a Digipeater. You start by opening VARA FM, and then you go to settings, VARA setup, and all the settings are the default settings, but you have here under Digipeater you say KK4ODA-4. The number of retries 6 or 10, it's okay, and that's all you need to do in VARA FM. For the Digipeater wise, in my case, the PTT is set to COM port 10. You see COM port 10 RTS, and that's the DigiRig that is connected to my Kenwood. My Kenwood D710, it's an old radio, but a great radio. And then you see the data channel. I don't know if you can see that small D above 145.530. That's the data channel. That's the frequency for the Stone Mountain WD5 EMA VARA gateway. The Evolved laptop, and it's plugged in to the car battery using a set of Anderson power poles. It's not pretty, but it works. That is the roof-mounted mag mount antenna that I use for WinLink. And then inside of the truck, that's my FTM 6000. And you see that's the antenna port, power, and then that black cable is the data port in the back. Here you see the radio is turned on. It's on simplex 145.530. This is the laptop that is turned on, ready to go. And this is a tiny DigiRig Lite. These are the prototype models, so they came like that, like a little board. I just put some wrap around it, and I'm gonna plug it into the USB port of the computer. There we go, it's plugged in. All right, now we're gonna do a simple WinLink session. I'm gonna open RMS Express on my laptop. You see there, you're probably familiar with this. I'm gonna select the VARA FM WinLink session. I'm gonna say open session. The session window opens. It's launching the VARA FM modem. That's the VARA FM modem. If you go to settings, you look at VARA setup. It's set to a specific port, in this case 8300. Wide, no Digipeater, 6 retries. The KISS interface is turned on. My call sign KK4ODA, and a registration key that's to get the maximum speed. So that all looks good for a standard VARA FM session. Now I'm gonna show you the sound card settings. The microphone is set to USB audio device. The output is set to speakers USB audio device. The drive level in my case is 9 dB, but it may vary for your case. And then for PTT, I'm using the RA board. And then if you go to the settings PTT window, you see that we also have RA board selected. and it tells you that you should set your speaker levels to 100. That's already done under Windows control panel. And then you see here that the session says connection direct, that it's a direct connection. We're gonna do a direct connection to WD5 EMA-10. Okay, I already have that saved as a favorite with the right frequency, but these type of sessions does not have cat control, so you need to set up your frequency manually. So I'm gonna say start, and this is gonna call the Stone Mountain station directly. It says the channel appears busy, but it's not really busy because I'm listening to it. I'm just gonna say connect, and you can probably hear the handshake back and forth. You see on the VARA FM station that it's connected. The signal to noise ratio is in the green, which is what you want. And then it's going back and forth, and I have no messages waiting, so it's just disconnected. Now what we're gonna do next is we're gonna set it up to work with a Digipeater. With a Digipeater, it's a little bit more complicated. Okay, now I'm gonna show you how to do this with a Digipeater. So in the session window, in this drop-down box, you select Digipeater. Before it said direct, now it says Digipeater. You're connecting to the same station, WD5 EMA-10, but now there's a box that it's open now, and you have to type in the address of the Digipeater you want to connect via. In this case, it's the one at my home, KK4ODA-4. The -4 it's the SSID. Sometimes for Digipeaters it's -4, sometimes it's -7, but there's no list. So you have to know the Digipeaters in advance. So for Aries, you basically will have to agree on the call sign and the SSID of any Digipeaters that you want to deploy. In the VARA window, nothing's changed. So I want to emphasize that if you go to the VARA setup, there's a box there that says Digipeater, but that is not to be filled if you are calling a Digipeater from this station here in that you have set locally. That is only filled if you are going to use your station as a Digipeater. So I'm going to close this, and now I'm ready to go. You see that it says connection via, it's a Digipeater connection to WD5 EMA via KK4ODA-4. And because I'm using a Digipeater, I'm actually connecting to the station at my house, and then that station is connecting to the Stone Mountain station. That means that it's gonna be half as fast, so the throughput is gonna be half of what it normally would be. So you can add another Digipeater. I don't know if you see that there's another box, so you could do one more jump if you wanted to, but that typically has to be avoided because it's gonna make the connection very, very slow. So you don't really want to do that. Okay, so let's say if it works. Let's see if it works. Just gonna hit start, and now you're gonna hear a mix of signals, because you're gonna hear the KK4ODA-4 Digipeater, and you're gonna hear the WD5 EMA station. It gives me the same warning. I'm listening to the radio, the squelch is open, and I don't hear any VARA signals, so I'm just gonna say connect. This is connecting correctly, good signal to noise ratio. It's connecting to the WD5 EMA station, but if you see this, it says KK4ODA, that's my local station in the track, KK4ODA-4, that's the Digipeater, and it says WD5 EMA-10, which is the station on top of Stone Mountain. And it's done. So that is how you set up you connect to and you set up a VARA Digipeater.